In 1882, a German philosopher made a statement so shocking that it's still causing debates 140 years later. 3 words that would reshape how we think about meaning, morality, and what it means to be human. But here's what most people don't understand about Nietzsche's famous declaration. He wasn't celebrating. He was warning us about the greatest crisis humanity would ever face. And if you've ever felt lost, purposeless, or wondered, what's the point of it all? This video will change everything. Stay with me for the next 7 minutes, because by the end, you will understand not just what Nietzsche meant, but why his ideas might be the key to creating meaning in your own life. Picture this, it's 1844, and Friedrich Nietzsche is born into a world where everyone knows their place. The church provides meaning, society provides structure, and God provides ultimate purpose. But young Friedrich was different. At just 24, he becomes the youngest professor ever appointed at the University of Basel. But here's the thing. The more he studied philosophy, religion, and human nature, the more he realized something terrifying. The foundations of everything people believed in were crumbling. He saw that science was replacing religious explanations, that traditional morality was being questioned, that the social structures that had given life meaning for centuries were falling apart, and most people hadn't even noticed yet. So Nietzsche made a choice that would make him one of the most controversial figures in history. He decided to tell the truth about what he saw coming, even if it destroyed him. When Nietzsche declared God is dead, he wasn't making a theological statement. He was making an observation about culture. For centuries, belief in God had been the foundation of Western civilization. It answered the big questions. Why are we here? What should we do? What happens when we die? But Nietzsche saw that this foundation was eroding. Science was explaining what used to be miracles. Reason was replacing faith. And when that foundation crumbles, everything built on top of it comes crashing down. This is what Nietzsche called nihilism, the belief that life has no inherent meaning or purpose. And he predicted that this would become the defining crisis of modern life. Sound familiar? That feeling of emptiness despite having everything? That sense that you're just going through the motions? That's what Nietzsche saw coming over a century ago. But here's the crucial part most people miss. Nietzsche didn't want us to give up. He wanted us to become something greater. He called it becoming the Übermensch, which doesn't mean Superman like people think. It means something far more powerful. The Übermensch isn't about being better than other people. It's about becoming the author of your own values. Instead of accepting handed-down morality, you create your own. Instead of looking for external validation, you validate yourself. Nietzsche gave us a roadmap for this transformation. First, you have to embrace what he called amor fati, love of fate. This means accepting everything that has happened to you, good and bad, as necessary for who you've become. Second, you create your own values based on what enhances life, not what diminishes it. You ask, does this make me stronger? Does this help me grow? Does this add to my existence or subtract from it? And third, and this is the hardest part, you take full responsibility for your choices. No blaming circumstances, no playing victim, no waiting for someone else to give your life meaning. This is existentialism in action. The belief that existence precedes essence, that you exist first, then create who you are through your choices. Modern application. So how does this apply to your life right now? Let me give you 3 practical ways to use Nietzsche's philosophy today. First, stop waiting for external validation. That promotion, that relationship, that social media likes. They're not going to give your life meaning. You have to create it yourself. Ask yourself, what would I do if no one was watching? What would I pursue if I couldn't fail? Second, embrace your struggles. Nietzsche said, "What does not kill me makes me stronger." Not because suffering is good, but because how you respond to suffering defines who you become. Your biggest challenges are your biggest opportunities for growth. Third, create your own values. Stop living by other people's definitions of success, happiness, or the good life. What matters to you? What kind of person do you want to be? This isn't selfish. It's necessary for authentic living. But here's Nietzsche's warning, this isn't easy. Becoming the creator of your own meaning is the hardest thing you'll ever do. It requires courage, self-honesty, and the willingness to stand alone sometimes. Most people will choose comfortable meaninglessness over difficult authenticity. They'll keep scrolling, keep consuming, keep waiting for someone else to tell them who to be. But you're different. You're here watching this video asking these questions. You're already starting the journey that Nietzsche mapped out over a century ago. So I have a challenge for you. For the next week, practice existential choice-making. Every decision, ask yourself, am I choosing this because it's what I'm supposed to do? Or because it's what I want to do? Am I living my values or someone else's? And here's the most important question. Nietzsche would ask you, if you had to live your exact life over and over again, eternally, would you choose the life you're living right now? Nietzsche gave us permission to be the heroes of our own stories. Not by pretending life is easy, but by choosing to create meaning even when it's hard. If this video helped you see life differently, smash that like button and let me know in the comments. What's one value you're going to start living by? What's one way you're going to create meaning in your life? And if you want more philosophy that actually helps you live better, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. Next week, we're diving into Sartre's radical idea that you are condemned to be free, and why that's actually the most liberating thing you'll ever hear. Remember, you are not just existing. You are creating. You are not just living. You are becoming, and that makes all the difference.